Okay, I have set up the GM1 on A-Prile mode, so I'm not using its special movie mode, not really, because it does have a special movie mode and can do some pretty amazing stuff. But I have it on A-Prile mode, and I have the Fuji XQ1 on A-Prile mode as well. Looking at it on the back screen, the Fuji's quite a bit darker. Now, I believe the Fuji, if I recall, it's been a little while, will allow me to crank up. Well, there it is, I've cranked it max. So I'm telling the Fuji to shoot this at plus 2 EV. And I'm sorry, but that ain't no plus 2 EV, so I don't know quite what to do about that. The GM1 looks pretty gorgeous on its back screen, but that could just be the screen. So I'll process each of these rather short clips. First I'll show them as effectively identically exposed. Well, identically exposed. I suppose what I really mean is what the camera can do. I told the Fuji to crank up plus 2 EV. I didn't tell the GM1 to do anything. It's shooting exactly how it shoots when you put it on A-Prile, and it's frankly incredibly gorgeous looking from here. This is being shot through the kit lens, so I'm not giving it any inherent advantage. In fact, the Fuji has a faster kit lens. But because I'm zoomed in a little bit, the Fuji quickly loses that advantage. I have them sitting side by side, so I can switch the audio. For interest's sake, let's do the XQ1 audio for a little while here. And what you can see in the XQ1 is that it seems to be handling things sharply. I mean, I'm looking at it and I don't find it ugly. On the back screen, everything looks like it's nicely sharp. Now we'll switch to the GM1 audio, and I'm not moving at all. I'm standing in between them about a foot and a half away from the microphones. The GM1 just has a beautiful open tone, and the flickering of the right-hand flame is not causing it quite the same level of pulsation issues. I wish I could get these candles to behave, but they don't. They always do this, so it is what it is. Looking at the GM1 a little bit closer, I would say that the clarity is pretty astounding, but again, I'll see what this really looks like when we look at the video. And well, we're pushing up on 3 minutes of absolutely nothing. I'm just showing this to you to show you what these two can do. The other thing I'm going to do is show you what this looks like when we, let's make this brain fart. Yeah, what is it going to look like when we grade the two to try to match them up? You know, I don't know, maybe I'll set white balance on the handle of the shaving brush on each during the graded section, and then show the XQ1 with the tones lifted using Sony curves. I use Vegas Movie Studio 13, which is fairly new, just came to market, and in fact they've literally just announced the true Vegas Pro 13. I don't know what kind of neat tricks they put in that, but Vegas 13 is quite nice. They include Acid Studio for free in the Suite version, so it is an amazing value. You get SoundForge Studio, Acid Studio. You get lots of plugins, amazing number of plugins to do both audio and video processing. You know, I mean, really, Movie Studio is what Pro was probably like 5 versions ago. You really should seriously consider that, because upgrading to Pro is much easier from Movie Studio, Sony, than it is from any of the El Cheapo power directors and so on of the planet, because the user interfaces are largely identical. There's more tricks that the big one can do, but that's why you pay the big bucks. Anyway, so end of test. We have now crossed the 5-minute mark. It is kind of like a Seinfeld episode. Nothing happened, but I hope you enjoyed seeing what these two cameras can do. Oh, one last thought. The XQ1 is a very nice compact to shoot with. When you're walking around in a show, it looks great. It shoots well. I really enjoy it. Video is pretty weak. Outdoors it's much better because it does respond very nicely to plus and minus EV control. Indoors, as with all Fujis, it seems to really struggle with trying to raise its exposure. It just doesn't have the ISO range, I think. The GM1, on the other hand, is spectacular. There are even tricks you can do to make it go to 6400 ISO. I don't remember the trick, but it's out there, and it does go to 3200 by default, and even on a kit lens by candlelight, you can see that this does not suck. I mean, I'm in a bathroom with a dark blinds, and it is the midday, so there is some light coming in, unlike my last high ISO low light test. But this test is still pretty low light. This is a dark room. I don't know. Let's just see here. Can you see my face? On the GM1 you might be able to. I'm wearing glasses, so I'm setting it up right now so they reflect those flames. Isn't that cool? On the XQ1 I can't even see it, so we'll see what it looks like if I grade it and pull that up. Alright, well there you go. That's that. Again.